Hello guys, my name is Noleen and welcome to Ikamba Hype. Okay, so today we're just gonna chill and talk about relationships, specifically breakups, all right, breakups. See, the word is just that much of me. I'm just rumbling it in my mouth. Anywho, so I've been through a couple myself, but obviously there's always that one which comes on top of your mind whenever you think of a breakup or whenever you think of a certain relationship. And mine was with a guy called Sam. We're gonna call him Sam because even just hearing his name breaks my heart still. So this is a year back now. I think we clocked a year in May. Yeah, it's been a year, and yet I still remember it as if it was yesterday. So how did it happen? So the guy cheated. I mean, that's almost obvious. Well, in most cases those are the reasons for breakups. So yeah, it was an ordinary him cheating, me finding out, but I didn't make a big deal out of it. A big deal came about when I saw the naked pictures that they were taking together. I suppose they were that excited. Their affair was that exciting. Well, I suppose affairs are exciting. I don't know. You tell me. And but then I was concerned. So I approached the girl. I called her. In the essence of trying to play bigger sister. I was probably not supposed to do that. So I played bigger sister, just kind of advising her with this technology world we're living in, how easily the pictures can get out there. Because in the pictures, she was the one mostly showing off her parts. So I just told her, whatever career that you might want to pursue later on, these employers, they do that much of a background check. So if you don't want to have this kind of a background check, because the pictures can easily get leaked. I mean, I can be a sour girlfriend and decide to post these pictures, but obviously being young, she was naive. She took it however she took it and spit it in my face. And her mom found out about it. She approached me asking for the pictures, and I sent to her, thinking, she's a concerned mother. I mean, mothers, you should be concerned. Little did I know it's a stepmother, and oh, child. Things happened to a point where Sam and this girl ended up staying together. I mean, they are expecting a baby girl in April, so you'd think it's a happy ending, right? Well, for them, I suppose. But now you can just imagine the position that I was left in, because as much as I was a victim of being cheated on, I ended up being, the one to blame as well, because I sent the pictures and it's what led the mother chasing her out of the house and him taking her in, etc. And I suppose his way of revenging on me for doing that was to actually continue dating her. But come on, girls, I suppose we are all crazy, but we have levels of craziness here. And her level of craziness, I'm hoping that she's growing up and she's becoming mature and not that crazy anymore. And her level of crazy was just too much for him, and I ended up feeling sorry for him again. So I'm at a point where I'm feeling guilty I'm being made feel guilty for doing something which I felt was right by sending the pictures. 2, yeah, I am losing my man. I mean, we were 4 years in and we're at a point of considering moving in together. So obviously that is down the drain. I was even trying to get pregnant, imagine. Anyway, so I'm at a point where I've just lost somebody that I had built 4 years of getting to know, telling myself, okay, this is my husband, and I'm losing it. And then thirdly, these guys are not just dating, they are staying together. Worst part, the girl's family had this traditions or cultures of how they do things at their house. So he had to go and pay monies of damages, etc., etc. But according to me, as soon as he made the first payment, that is just attaching the two. So they're just that they're as good as married to me. So I knew I had to move on, but it had not been easy. It was not easy. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I need a memo on how to move on from a breakup, because I didn't take it well. I was at a point of where my life was going good, everything was going great. I was gaining weight. I was now on size 34, doing all those stupid press ups, sit ups, trying to lose some weight, and nothing was working. And then boom, stress came and it was like, nah, I'll make you lose weight as quickly as possible. And I dropped from 34, now I'm on 28. And apparently I'm still losing, but it's no longer associated with that relationship. I think my diet is just messed up, so I keep losing weight. I'm not complaining, but the people around me are complaining. I suppose they think it is the relationship which is still eating me up, but as much as I have so many questions because of why it happened, or like a lot of things didn't make sense, man. Like even how other people who got involved, I didn't get why they were getting involved. Like the pastors from the church, they would get involved, but not as pastors, but as elders of the community. Like all of a sudden, man, like it felt like there was a third force. We just got involved. So I still have questions of why some of the things happened, but I suppose I'll never get answers. But you then get to a point where you don't hate the guy. Like after going all that, I'm cool with him. Like we still talk. It's not as often, but we still talk. We still see each other. Obviously, the reason why it's not as often is because dude is now married. Let's call him married. Dude is now married. Dude has a curfew now. So at certain points of time, he has to be home. If he's knocking off at 3, by 4, he has to be home. He can't answer calls after 8. Stuff like that. So I suppose the reason why I don't really feel bad about the whole thing, not like feel bad as such, but the reason why it's easier for me to move on is because it's not like they have it all. So what I had planned to have with him is not exactly what they are living. So I'm not at a point where I feel like, oh, this girl is living my life, she's living the life that I wanted. Yes, she's the one having a child with him, which is what I wanted, but I'm like, under the circumstances that they are in, no, that's not what I wanted. So I suppose that's why I'm at peace on that one. So I feel sorry for him. At the same time, I just feel like you did it to yourself again. So why should we hate each other? Why should we be enemies? So we are cool with each other. At the same time, although these were almost like permanent decisions, or almost like decisions with the most extreme consequences, we made decisions like, just quickly, whatever we're thinking at that time. Nobody was patient enough to process their thoughts or anything. It was just a moment of him hating me for that moment. Then he decided, he's gonna continue to be in a relationship with that girl, and fortunately or unfortunately, she got pregnant. But he still loves me. I know. You might think I'm crazy, but I know he still loves me. And crazy enough, I actually do. But then we understand, yes, we've got love for each other. Or is it care? I don't know. we're probably misplacing the feeling. It's probably just me caring for him and him caring for me, but I feel like it's love. So we're at that point, and we talk, we meet up whenever we're there for each other, like a proper friendship. But for some reason, after every call, there's an "I love you" there. I know on my side I'm in it, on his side I don't know, but that gives me, I'm that kind of person where if I had a altercation with somebody, or if we have a fallout, I don't want to completely not talk to you. I want us to still talk, so that whenever I feel something in my heart, like, he touched this button, then I'm going to be able to tell you. And I want to know what your response is, so that, I can have peace in my mind. Because I might be sitting there having a grudge, like, so he really didn't feel, and he really thought he was doing the best, and yet he was doing it unconsciously. So I want to be able to tell him, you know what, when you said I'm being stupid, I felt that. And you might be saying, oh no, that moment, it was a moment of a wet sleep or whatever. But there are some other words where you can't excuse. But anyway, it's life. I mean, we can go on social media and all rev on how nobody's gonna do me like this, nobody's gonna do me like that. But girl, when you're in the moment, all of that happens. So I need a memo, guys. I'm still moving on from this. I've tried a couple of relationships after that. But then now I don't know. I think I have a weakness of then blaming myself on whatever is happening in the relationship if the relationship is not going well. Because in the few relationships that she is now, they sound so many. In the 2 relationships that I've been through, that I've been in ever since the breakup, one, I felt like it was going somewhere, but it was based on a lie. So yeah, it ended there. And in the other one, it almost felt as if there was no fault with him and it was all on me. Like I was the one doing things that ticks him off. So I'm still getting to a point where I need to value myself. I need to know what my value is. I suppose that's what's important if you're moving from a breakup, like a real breakup. Because we get those breakups where I had dated the guy for 1 month and I don't even know he's sent him yet. And we broke up. Nah, I'm talking about the breakups where you were looking at a future with him and whatnot. That breakup, which might make you not even want to be in a relationship anymore, because you just don't feel like having to start over with somebody else again, like having to be shy of removing your wig in front of the guy, like, ooh, so he's gonna see me without makeup. Ooh, it's draining. So yeah, I think when you move on from that much of a breakup, you need to get your self-esteem back again, your self-worth back again. Tell yourself, like, love yourself again. Tell yourself you're enough. Tell yourself, love yourself, really, spoil yourself. And once you put all the standards there, then you're ready to move on. Now, by that, I'm not saying you're gonna be, what is the right word for it? I don't know. Okay, I'm like, you are getting into a relationship. Yes, you know your worth and all that, but that doesn't mean you now have to look down on the other person. You might be like, hey, I'm worth it, so you ain't gonna do me like that, or we ain't gonna meet halfway, or anything like that. So I'm not sure what the word for that is, but as long as you know your self-worth, girl, as long as you've got your crown back up, as long as you're comfortable in your skin again, then go right ahead and move on. But you are gonna have those moments where you compare your current guy to your ex. It's alright, snap out of it and go on. So and embrace where you are, embrace the challenge, embrace everything that happened. I mean, I lost weight from 34 to 28, and a lot had been said about me. Is being said about me actually, but it's almost like as long as I don't hear about it as well, I don't give a damn, or whatever that I hear, I feel like, but I'm still comfortable in my skin. I mean, like, there is someone who prefers a 28 than a 34, so yeah, I'm good, and it kind of like opens up doors as well, because now I think of modeling, I think of all those things that slender people do. So why not go for it, go for it. So I suppose the whole point is once you once you go through such a breakup, the first things that you need to do is get your crown back, get your self-esteem back, know your self-worth, and for me personally, the best mirror to look at is the Bible. I mean, that gives the perfect description of who I am, who I'm supposed to be, and we'll take it from there. Other people, they have other ways that they can work. Or get somebody to tell you, man. That's someone that you know that really loves you, your mother, your brother. Get them to tell you about of how they love you. Or surround yourself with love and happiness, and then from there, I mean, they say happiness is contagious. Let's take it from there. So guys, let me know down in the comment sections your breakup stories, how you went through it. Are you still talking to him? Are you guys enemies? I mean, isn't it a burden, like, to make him an enemy? Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a burden, like having to look aside whenever I get to see him, because most chances are you're gonna meet into the same circles. Like, to those who have exes who are enemies, how are you dealing with it? Like those who take them as enemy. And then there are those who just like, yeah, I did hit him once, but we don't have to talk. I don't hate you, but we don't have to talk. That I understand. So let me know in the comment section. Let's get the conversation going. Who knows? We might have a second edition. Or if you have any more questions, etc. Thanks for tuning in.